it's a huge honor to be here with you. And so I was figuring it out at the table. So I left the White House after 11 days. You can Google what happened. It's one of those fabled stories. But one of the things I'm most proud of is on my first day, when I was in the Oval Office with the President and we were discussing who should be the press secretary, I told him it should be Sarah Huckabee Sanders. He made the decision, not me, so I'm not taking credit for it. But the point is that she's a wonderful person, and she is a leader. She's a very honest person, and she's a righteous person. And I'll tell you, the thing I love about her the most is that she goes up there every day and she speaks with passion from her heart about policies that are good for America. And she takes a level of incoming that sort of isn't fair, but she handles it like a world-class woman. So, Governor, you got to be very, very proud of her, as we all are. She's just such a wonderful person. I figured out at the table, I was only there for 11 days, so I figured out at the table that Sarah's lasted 33 mooches. Okay, because this is like 11 days is now a mooch apparently in my family. You know, my wife got me a glass and said I was White House Communications Director for only 11 days. All I got was this coffee mug. So, anyway, I want to tell you something quickly, and then I'm going to leave, because I was really thinking about this today when I came back from the Golan Heights. A couple of years back, I read a biography of Augustus, which was obviously a seminal time in Christian history, because that's when Jesus was born under his reign, or just during his reign. And there's a map, I don't have it with me, but there's a map that will trace back all of Western civilization, its canon, its laws, to this place right here, to Jerusalem and to that foundation stone. And when you look at the canon of Western laws and the principles and the overall secular theology, it's really based on the Torah. And it's based on the concepts in the New and Old Testament. And we were talking to one of the journalists here from the Jerusalem Post, and I brought this up, and I'll mention it to you, that the biggest and most important minority in our civilization, the most important minority, is the individual. Because when you think about it, if the individual is endowed with rights and the individual is given an opportunity to express themselves, then we know about mankind is that mankind's opportunities are infinite and they're limitless. And when you step back in history, you go back 5,500 years, it is because of the Jewish religion, the concepts of Judaism, that this fire of individual spirit started and has run across our civilization for the last 5,500 years. And I could show you a map. I don't have slides with me, but I can show you a map where Augustus reigned and pushed the empire, the West survived. And where Augustus wasn't able to get to, in other regions north, frankly, of Western Europe, the laws are very, very different. It's more of an autocracy, and it's more of a command and control situation as opposed to individual liberty. And so when you think about minorities, and you think about the context of minorities, the individual is the most important minority, but right up there and tied for first place are the Jews. And the main reason why is if you think about the persecution, and you think about the population of Jews throughout world history and their contribution to the civilization, whether it's technology, medicine, software, entertainment, sports, accounting, finance, whatever it may be, the Jewish people have made an unbelievable outsized contribution to the civilization. I can say this as a non-Jew. I can say it to you. Many people here in the audience are Jews. You're not capable of saying it about yourselves, but I can say it. And you should be super, super proud of what you've done. And so I know the governor feels very strongly about this, and so I'll say it on his behalf and my behalf. This place needs to be protected forever. The permanency of the Jewish state is important not only to the United States, and I say that personally, not as a governmental official, but just my personal view, but not only to the United States, but to the world and the concept, ladies and gentlemen, of the individual. Thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity to speak.